Chill. Glad to have you here. One half of the G2 zone.
Yes, it is.
Boy,
how you doing?
Good.
And,
You didn't have a colorful shirt today.
I know. I'm sorry to
I
let
was
you down.
expecting like the palm trees and all that stuff.
I'm sorry to let you down.
Man.
Hey, how were the tryouts for the G2 zone?
I was amazing. You know, we had a lot of people in there with Speedos and Super Mario outfits. And I mean, it was just to show that and to see that all these fans have so much, you know, passion and love for, you know, not just only me and Paul, but for this Pacer organization. Just shows that, you know, what we're doing is right in the community, giving back to the community and trying to get, you know, true Pacer fans back in this arena. And it just shows how we done last year is building off of that.
I want to ask you about that. You signed your contract in the offseason, committed to the Pacers. You were down in Bloomington with Paul at an IU Ball State football game a few weeks ago, and you guys were mobbed down there. What did that feel like?
I mean, we wasn't mobbed because we didn't actually get to stay there for a long time. We wish we could have got to be in the student section a lot longer. We were probably in the student section for 5 minutes, and it was so many people. And for me and Paul, we were just looking that it was just so much love up in the air from them just wanting autograph pictures, just to be a part, just to know that we were down there for them, I think was the biggest thing. So you have to tip your hat to IU and Mr. Glass, you know, the AD and all that things of, you know, really letting us come down there and experience the game and how IU really gets down. And it was just phenomenal.
That was just one example, though, George. Is it fair to say that as you've gone about your business this summer, you've seen a noticeable difference in the way fans are looking forward to this season compared to last?
Definitely so. I don't think I can actually go out in public some places without getting not harassed, but, you know, really talked and wanted to get pictures just because of the success that the Pacers have done so far. But like I say to everyone, you know, we still have a chip on our shoulder. We still didn't accomplish our goal. Yes, we had a great season, but at the same time, we want to win a championship. And we're trying to build where we left off last year and come back and even a bigger and better team this year. So, you know, I'm happy with the offseason moves they did this year, and I think we're a better team now.
Is that even more special for you because you grew up here? You know what this franchise is about. You were a fan back at Market Square Arena, and now you're a part of it?
I think when I was a kid, you know, everyone wanted to go to the Pacer game. I can see myself sitting in row double Z all the way at the top back against the wall just to watch the game. But to see that stadium, you know, packed and all the crazy fans going crazy, and to see, you know, where we came from, where maybe the last couple of years has been not as good as we wanted it to be because of what happened here. But to see the Bankers Life packed with all the mustard color shirts last year just shows that, you know, Indiana basketball is back and we're bigger and better than before. So I'm excited. I'm sure the whole city of Indianapolis is excited just to have the Pacers back to contending for NBA championships, to give people, you know, different perspective of what the Indiana Pacers are about now.
Most of the offseason moves, George, had to do with bolstering the bench. What can you tell us about what those guys that were brought in to support the starters that will play off the bench, play significant roles? How do they fit in? What can they do to help improve the team?
I mean, it speaks for itself. You know, we have some great additions to the team this year. DJ Augustine, I think right now is one of the top point guards in the NBA, and Jan Mahimi from Dallas, I think, comes in and gives a lot of physical presence, a lot of athleticism, youth, can run the floor, has a nice touch, can hit free throws. So just getting them two guys alone boost our second squad up, and then adding a Gerald Green and Miles Plumlee and Orlando Johnson. I think, you know, our second squad is just going to be phenomenal, and what we really want to do with that second squad is to be a 10-man roster where we have 10 guys who can actually come in and make impact, and the level and intensity don't go down. I think right now you have to tip your hat to Donnie Walsh and the Pacer organization for, you know, really beefing up that roster.
Who wins the dunk contest? Paul George, Gerald Green?
I mean, to me, you know, I'm going to say Paul George is because he's my G2 affiliation. But, you know, Gerald Green showed me a lot of things. And, I mean, I think me and Paul were surprised when in open gym he came through the middle and just looked at the top of the rim with his bare eyes and did a windmill. So, you know, I can't say, but you have to also go with who's been there, who won it before. And Gerald Green's a dunk champion, and Paul George isn't yet. So I want to go with Paul George, but the championship speaks for itself, and you have to tip your hat to Gerald Green.
Does that have any kind of an impact in a game, or is a dunk a dunk? Does a spectacular dunk change the game more than a regular dunk might?
A dunk isn't a dunk because everyone would dunk it if they could.
Well,
a dunk is something.
Where I'm going here.
A dunk is something special. I think as a team, when we get a dunk, I think our confidence, our intensity arises, and I think also the fans, get a kick out of dunks. Yes, they see layups and three-pointers and ones, but it's something about a dunk. When fans see dunk, the building gets louder, it pumps us up, it puts us in the game, and because we feed off the fans, and that's why I say the fans is a big part of what we do. Without them, we would not be anything.
I want to ask you about, you talked about going to Pacer games growing, what the day meant for you back in July when you and Roy were sitting there committed to this franchise, and how did that motivate you during the rest of the summer into where you sit right now?
I think it gave you a lot of confidence because you feel wanted, and since the day one when I got here for this last off season for my contract, soon the time was up. The Pacers called right away saying that we want me to stay here. Me and my agent, got on the phone and talked about it, and we knew that this was a good, base for me being home, and I have a lot of things going for me here, and I'm wanted here. So it was a no-brainer for me, and me talking to Roy the whole time. Me and Roy was, making calls back and forth. What are you going to do? What is he going to do? We both want to be here. So I think me staying home made it easier for Roy to come back. And I really tried to, push to get Roy for us to match that big contract. And I think, he's worth it, and he's going to bring a lot to the table this year.
All right, George Hill.
The ball is...
Yeah, the ball. Yeah, we're still trying to figure out what we do with this ball, but we'll have plenty of autographs on it, so somebody's going to do quite well.
Whoever's watching might get lucky, right?
That's right.
You never know.
George, thank you very much.
George.
I see y'all later.
All right, take care.
Be good.